Well, I mean, another overtime game, seems like a gritty effort. It's a shame they're not gonna be in the building again, because it was a really entertaining game. How did you assess how it all played
No,
out?
I thought, we weren't perfect, but we battled. And when you battle against a team like that, you're gonna come out, for the most part, you're gonna win hockey games against them. But, referees were the difference maker again, lately, and it is what it is.
Some games in the regular season, some periods in the regular season are bigger than others.
Yeah.
Third period felt that way. How did you think the guys responded as they went into it 3-3? I know no goals in that period, but how did you assess
I
it?
thought they handled it well. I was playing a lot of our top two guys, our top two lines a lot, so they were getting a little gassed at the end. But again, we battled hard. We still make those young mistakes or junior college mistakes, but we're getting more of them out of it. But I thought G played well, made saves when we needed them, and it was good to see the power play.
I'm glad you mentioned the top line. They seem to really have good chemistry and you kind of balance out their skill sets. Is that something that you feel like you kind of got something there? And when a line is playing that well, it really can ooze the confidence out into the rest of the team.
Yeah, and those three up top, Pro, Muro, and Crystal, have been playing well together. They have a little bit of chemistry, and I think Ribby and the other line too with Lise and Trini, they get a little chemistry. So hopefully I can keep those two lines together and then shuffle around the bottom six.
Coach, you talk about how Guerin made a couple of really big saves, maybe no bigger than second shorthanded chance there for Wilkes-Barre early in the first period. He makes that save. If he doesn't, you might call a timeout. Down 3-0 within the first 8 minutes to this Wilkes-Barre team, kind of seems like it's over. He makes that save. Ilya scores on the power play only a minute later. How big of a boost was that on your bench for him to make that save?
You could just see the guys, and you could hear them, tapping their sticks. Good job. But that was the one thing I think we didn't do a good job with when we had our power play. We kind of sold the farm a little bit and gave them those 2-on-0s, 2-on-1s, and you can't do that against a good team like that. But we held them out, and G made some saves. But again, not our best performance for 3 periods, but we worked hard. And like I said, when you work hard against teams like that, most of the time you're going to beat them.
The last couple of years around this franchise, there's been talk about maybe some of these teams not facing enough adversity. As we're just over halfway through heading the All-Star break now for you guys, it seems like you all have faced everything along with adversity.
Yeah.
You've had injury lists as long as 8-9 players.
Yeah.
Talk about kind of just how you've been able to work through that in the locker room, work through it with your own coaching staff here, and just deal with that adversity. It seems like since day one.
That's part of it, right? That's the American Hockey League. You never know what your lineup's going to be right up till game time, and then all of a sudden your trainer comes in and says 2 guys are sick, or you lose 3 guys to maybe ending in injuries that are maybe end their season. Who knows? So you have to deal with it. The good thing is our staff keeps everything positive. We keep it light in the locker room. We make sure nobody's pins and needles and tiptoeing around. Whoever's in the lineup, they know they have a job to do, and there's an opportunity for them, and they take advantage of it for the most part.
You talk about the refereeing in this game tonight. After the overtime goal from Wilkes-Barre, Andrew Crystal kind of slamming his stick, Matt Strome slamming his stick. How do you overcome that frustration that you guys, I'm sure, feel in that locker room right now? And you have this break coming up, but you've got a long road trip in Canada ahead of you guys. How do you kind of take that frustration and maybe turn into energy and momentum heading into that road trip?
And that's me. I got to do a better job too. I get a little frustrated with them, and like I said before, it's not an easy job for those guys. I didn't actually see the guy bleeding and everything. I was more looking at if they put their hand over the puck in the goal crease. That's what I thought they did. So when he came over the bench, I was pretty upset. But looking at it after the game, I saw the high stick or the chop and caught him. But there was calls probably during the game. I thought maybe it could have went our way, and some of them did, and sometimes they got away with some stuff. So that's the frustration part. And listen, that's the worst job. I would never want to do that job because it's tough. It's not easy. And then you got guys like me barking at you, telling you, throwing some bleep words at them and stuff like that, you know. But that's me, I gotta do a better job controlling that, so our guys don't feed off of me, so. Things I'll work on over the break, talk to my therapist, and see what kind of medicine I have in my fridge.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys.